This is November 7th, 2022. Tomorrow is the midterm election, if you're doing it in person. We've already mailed our ballots in. Actually, Dropbox. You can do Dropbox or mail in, but now you got to go in person. Not enough time. Well, Dropbox you can do too. But anyways, it's imperative that everybody votes blue. It's not that I'm pro-Democrat. There's some good in the Republican Party, but the bad is outweighing all the good as the last couple years or so due to Trumpism, these people, deniers in the election. Joe Biden, as far as we can tell, even with Trump's own judges and all, have all turned down his BS, false lies, and everything about the election. America would not be in this mess right now if Trump would have just said, "Okay, I lost fair and square," even if he had his doubts. No, nothing wrong with having doubts. We all have doubts with the United States government. That most of people, anyways. So he started all this crap, and you got some real nuts in that Republican Party in there. And if they get a hold of it, women have already lost through the Supreme Court, lost their rights to abortion. They have no more protection from the federal government on that. And obviously, when it went to the states, most states are not giving them protection either. So that's the worst thing that could ever happen, no matter your stance on abortion. I don't like abortion except as a last resort. And I think women sometimes have abused the system doing that because it's their right, quote, right, you know. Everybody has rights, but you don't always use them to the max. So if we have other people in this country, minorities, we have all the gays and everything. Just people should be able to live their lives how they want to live it. And if the Republicans get control of the Congress, America is going to be screwed big time. And it may be to the point that they'll fix the system where you cannot ever have a fair election, because there's some in there that have already said if the Republicans win, that they will make sure that they will eliminate those ballots here and there, whatever, that don't suit them. They're going to favor the Republicans every time. So they're a nasty friggin' bunch, really. If you want to vote for them, just know what's ahead of you. You'll lose a lot of rights. It's not just the women's abortion, but everybody else's rights. Even the good old white supremacists will probably lose rights. They don't know. They think they're out there rah, 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 and we're going to save this country and all that. Well, you're not going to save the country if you vote for the Republican Party. They're, I won't call them Nazis, fascists, or anything like that. They probably all the things can apply to some point. I don't like putting titles on stuff, but I could tell you this, that they're going to screw this country over real big time. And I've even contemplated, I've already looked at other countries. I know America's supposed to be the greatest. We're supposed to be that shining light for all others to see and follow our example and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, no more, you know. And obviously we have problems right now with the border thing. That needs to be tightened up. It doesn't matter what political party. Just go by the laws there. If somebody's illegally coming here, put a stop to the damn stuff, you know. So we got that. We got the economy. The economy that is worldwide right now is in a screwed up mess of inflation all over the world. Can't blame that on a president. Couldn't blame it on Trump or Biden. And if Republicans get in there and get in control, guess what? They don't have any magic wand that's going to remedy any of these issues that we have in this country overnight, anytime soon. It'll be a long haul. So you vote for them to think that, oh boy, they're going to fix it overnight and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Well, it's not. And same thing with gas prices. when Bush Jr. was in it, went over $4 a gallon there for a bit. It'll always go up and down. We got to deal with Saudi Arabia and all them countries like that, and so we're not. America's never been totally independent on the oil, so that's all a bunch of shit. So, anyways, I would say just vote for the blue, because that's Democrat. In case you don't know blue, actually, this country should be purple. It should be a mix from the conservatives and a mix from the liberals. Take the best of both, ditch the rest of it, and we could probably have a fantastic country. But right now, as it stands, it ain't worth a shit. And we're not giving anything to our kids. Well, my kids are grown; they're probably doing right, except for they haven't reached retirement. I'm well into retirement, so my kids got another several years to go yet. But you got grandkids, and then the great grandkids. What are we leaving to them? Nothing. And we're certainly not leaving them freedoms. And the freedom is worth more than any of the financial hardships. And believe me, if you lose your freedom, you're still going to have some financial hardships. It just is not going to get fixed overnight. I've already said that, but I can't stress that enough. There's no magic wand or magic bullets going to take. Speaking of bullets, that's another thing. The damn Republicans need to put some gun control. Them AR-15s and AK-47s. I don't hear too much about them being used as much. AR-15. But nobody needs all that automated. Well, even if it's not automated, but semi-automated, don't need that kind of firepower. And our kids in the school definitely need to come first before that. So I'm a gun owner myself. I could go out and buy a dozen of those AR-15s if I want. What the hell am I going to do with it? Some lunatic one time said, "Oh, if somebody breaks in my house, AR-15 is my go-to gun." Yeah, go-to? Shoot through the wall and kill your family members, or even a lot of homes are made out of wood. Wood frame homes, guess what? If it goes through your wall, it go through the other house. In the service, I qualified with the thing. We all had to. If you're a military member, had to go out to the firing range. I tell you, that's a badass weapon. Ask somebody who fought with it in Vietnam or any other wars, what it can do, the damage it can do. So our school kids come first. No, screw the Republican Party. Screw them big time. What they need to do, if they're going to be any part of that, is to split up. Leave the extremists in there, the extreme right-wing nutcases in there, the religious right, too many evangelists and all that, preaching up a bunch of bullshit. That's not the kind of Christian. I was raised Christianity, but we're not all the only kids on the block. I'm not for doing the Our Father or any of that stuff in the schoolhouse, even though we may have back in the 50s and 60s. I don't. Probably we did say a little prayer. That's not fair to the other ones that don't believe. It's just not. And we don't. With the Republican Party get in there, there's going to be a lot of that religious crap. So there shouldn't be a theocracy here. And anyway, I'll leave you with that. I'm sure there's much more I could say, but basically that's it. Vote damn blue. If you don't, women are going to lose their sweet asses, the rights that they've worked for hundreds of years to try to gain the right to even vote and everything. And then the abortion, like I say, is a terrible thing. I don't like abortion, but there's many cases where it needs to be done. And you can't, government needs to stay the hell out of it, and religion too. So anyway, best of luck. I'll tell you, we're going to know in a few days which way this country's headed. And it's a little iffy right now and scary, really, if it gets in the wrong hands. So take care and vote your conscience, but think about it real good, and then vote your conscience. I'm not here to tell anybody to vote exactly. I'm saying that, well, other than saying you should vote blue if you want to maintain any kind of freedoms and stuff like that, because if you vote red, or the conservatives, you're going to lose it, guaranteed. They're going to lose it. The people that are members of the conservatives all across the United States, they're going to lose it. They're just too damn stupid. They don't realize they're going to lose it. It's not just the liberals who are going to lose it. So anyway, adios. See you later. Bye.